Hey you guys, this is Christian and Corey of SuperKamiGuru9000, and welcome to our next review of Naruto episodes. Last time we looked at Naruto vs. Pain at Naruto Shippuden 167, and this time we're looking at Naruto 133, the original series of Naruto vs. Sasuke at the Valley of the End.
Naruto 133 was the anticipated battle between Naruto and Sasuke. When the episode aired on TV 7 years ago, I can't believe it's been that long, it was criticized for having bad animation from casual fans, kind of like that episode of Shippuden 167 is. Atsushi Wakabayashi was the episode director, storyboard, and animation supervisor. Hirofumi Suzuki is one of the character designers for the series, as well as the animation supervisor on such episodes as 17, 19, and 48, which was that really awesome episode where Rock Lee fought against Gaara, as well as 151, episodes 82, 85, 123, and 166 of Shippuden. Jesus Christ, this guy has animated a lot of ninjas. Naruto 133 was animated by 5 veteran animators: Norio Matsumoto, Atsuko Inoue, Tokuyuki Matsutake, Hirofumi Suzuki, and Atsushi Wakabayashi. Now that we have a better idea of the animators who worked on this episode, let's take a look at the breakdown and see which of these animators worked on each part of this episode. Now, first and foremost, you have Norio Matsumoto, who animated the combat scenes right before the flashbacks in the first part of the episode, and almost all the battle scenes in the second half of the episode. These were definitely my favorite parts, especially all the hand-to-hand combat. Then you had Atsuki Inoue, who animated the part after Naruto's flashback. This is also where Sasuke gained his third Tomo on his Sharingan Eye. Then you have Tokuyuki Matsutake, who animated Naruto's first attack after Sasuke's third Tomo appeared. You have Hirofumi Suzuki, who animated that really badass scene where Sasuke grabs Naruto and literally falls down a mountain with him and slams his head right into the ground. This, of course, leads to Naruto transforming into his Kyuubi form. And speaking of Kyuubi transformations, we have Atsushi Wakabayashi, who animated that as well.
Waka waka.
Waka waka, bitch!
Okay, now that we got all the extremely hard to pronounce Japanese names that I let Corey do, let's get to the superficial badassery of Naruto 133. This is pretty much when Naruto became Dragon Ball Z in a way. This is when everything changed. And I like to compare it a lot to when Pain showed up on the scene because it really just brought the power levels to a whole new height. And after this episode was over, we also saw Zetsu for the first time. And we saw so much great symbolism with this fight coming up. I'm not a huge symbolism guy in Shonen series, but Naruto actually putting a scratch on Sasuke's headband and Sasuke stepping on the leaf when the fight was over. It just led to a monumental event in the Naruto series that you definitely don't see happen very often. And I'm glad that this is one of the main fights that got me into the series.
133 brings back a lot of really good Naruto memories for me because it was still really fresh in my mind when I started the series. I first started watching it very casually in 2004, but it wasn't until 2005, which was very close to when this episode aired, that I started really watching it and marathoning a lot of it. And when it finally got to this episode, I'd noticed a few episodes before it had been animated in a much more movie quality style, but when I saw this one, it just blew me away in so many different ways, and it's not just the action itself. Christian mentioned a lot of the symbolism too, especially how Sasuke stepping on the leaf, the scratched headband, and everything. But it just everything in this episode is just done in a way that's, I guess the Pain fight's really the only one I could compare to it so far. Just the amount of raw emotion and just you can feel every single hit that's going on in this episode, and it's just I'd never seen anything like it. And just getting to see that Naruto's just so pissed off at this point, just all the hand-to-hand combat. I've never seen anything as good as it was in the series since this episode. Every hit is just so brutal. You feel everything. Naruto going into his Kyuubi mode, obviously, at the end is the one of the biggest parts of the episode. Christian said this is like the turning point in Dragon Ball, and I think that makes sense. This is the first time we've seen him go into a Jinchuriki transformation with a single tail, and he was extremely powerful in this state, and it got to show off a ton of new abilities. He could stretch his chakra arms. He could make them really, really big, and frankly, he was just running all over Sasuke the entire time. It was really, really cool. And there's just a bunch of other little moments that I really, really enjoy, such as them standing up on the logs and everything, even with all this stuff blowing up all around them. I love them running up the mountain. I love the move where Naruto tries to capture Sasuke and he grabs his feet and does this like spinning like throw move into the side of a mountain. Just I really love that. Naruto uses his clones in a lot of interesting ways. He makes like this giant rope out of all of them and slams Sasuke into the side of a mountain just for Sasuke to hit him with a huge fireball and take all the clones out at one time. And as if that's not enough, at the end of the episode, Sasuke even goes into his cursed seal state for the very first time. We actually get to see it for the first time in full, and yes, he does kind of look like a woman wearing lipstick, but at the same time, it was a really huge deal because this isn't a battle between ninja anymore. This is now a battle between two monsters, and it was just insane. But there's also a lot of other things that I liked and things I didn't realize when I watched the episode. The whole time while this battle is going on, we had no idea they were fighting in the place where the first Hokage and Madara Uchiha fought. And we had no idea that that statue was Madara Uchiha. And just, it's awesome to see that happen. That was some great things by the author to sort of throw us some hints. Bigger things are going to be happening in the future. And just, of the fighting episodes as a whole, of both this and Shippuden, this is still my favorite episode of the series. And if you're a fan of the series, I don't know how you could hate it.
Okay, you guys, let us know in the comments below what you like about this episode, Naruto 133. And also, if you have any ideas for other episodes for us to review, leave those in the comments section below. We could always use some suggestions. And if you enjoy this video, guys, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It always helps. And until next time, SuperKamiGuru9000 out.